Okay, welcome back. This is lecture 2 of chapter 28, and we are going to start with a few problems here. So I will pause the video and let you read these three problems. Take out a piece of paper, make your best guess, and then we will go through them. Okay, I'm back. So the first one we are looking at is Sue lost her job and is looking for a new one. So how does this affect the unemployment rate? If you said that the unemployment rate rises, you are correct. Okay, she's lost her job, she's looking for a new one, she qualifies as being unemployed. Okay, now we start to get a little trickier. Okay, John, he's been out of work since last year and he stops looking. He is what is called a discouraged worker. Okay, so he does not have a job. Okay, however, since he stopped looking, unemployment rate falls. So it appears like the unemployment rate is improving when actually the situation in reality is worsening, because there is so little work out there that John has stopped looking. Okay, yet he is still unemployed. Now, the reason most people, I shouldn't say the reason most people, but the reason a lot of people choose to keep looking for jobs is to receive unemployment benefits. Okay, if he stops looking, he will no longer receive benefits unless there's certain exceptions that are made. So, but in this situation, it's very interesting because the situation looks like it is improving when in fact it is not. See, okay, Sam was making $80,000 a year, loses that job, and then he works at McDonald's. Okay, the unemployment rate has not changed. Okay, however, if you're looking at it from Sam's perspective, okay, a lot has changed. He is not happier. He's gone from an $80,000 a year job to one that's probably pays a little better than minimum wage. Okay, but the unemployment rate does not reflect that. So that shows some of the things to keep in mind is some of the weaknesses of using the unemployment rate. It's a very important metric, but it's not perfect. However, it is the best one that we have. Okay, so here are some of the problems with the unemployment rate that we have not discussed yet. Okay, it does not include discouraged workers. Okay, it does not include what is called underemployment. People working, but working not as much as they want to. Okay, I'm not sure what the current situation is at John Deere. But a couple of years ago, when the economy was very bad, they reduced everyone's hours, or just about everyone's hours, where instead of laying people off, they took everybody and said that you're only working 4 out of 5 weeks, and that affected their pay. That meant that everyone got about a 20% pay cut. Okay, so that would not have been that situation would not have been captured by the unemployment rate. Okay, and some people misreport their work status in the BLS survey. Okay, most drug dealers do not say, "What do you do for a living?" Say, "Oh, I'm a drug dealer." Okay, it is bad for their incarceration situation. Okay, but it's very useful, and it's the best barometer of the labor economy that we have. So therefore, that is the one that we use, all economists use, and will continue to use. Okay, the duration of unemployment, okay, is just a couple statistics here. I'll let you read them. Okay, most aren't unemployed for long. However, there is a group that is unemployed for longer periods of time. Okay, this really says it all right here. Okay, the next slide. Now we are getting into what we call the natural rate of unemployment. And in class I usually talk about, there's a film that came out, probably about 10 years ago called Dave. And I will talk about it a little bit in class. And if I forget, somebody remind me to. But all presidents, senators, people in politics, and also all economists agree that there will always, in civilized countries, there will always be some employment. and that's what's referred to as the natural rate of unemployment, okay? In the United States, it's about, I would say it's about 5.5%, that we will always have some unemployment for a variety of reasons. And not all of the natural rate of unemployment can be explained. I believe in Germany, it's more like 8 or 9%, so it varies by country for a number of reasons. But then there's also what is called cyclical unemployment. And that's when it deviates from the natural rate. Okay, so we saw in 09 and 010, cyclical unemployment went up tremendously. However, in the late 90s, when the economy was doing very well, cyclical unemployment went down, okay? And that's what happens with business cycles. When business is good, the unemployment rate goes down, and when business is bad, the unemployment rate goes up. Okay, so this just shows you a little of that over time. I'm sorry that I'm having technical difficulties, but this is showing the unemployment rate. This is a percentage on this axis, and this is the year. Okay, it didn't convert well to this program that I'm using. But as you can see, the natural rate of unemployment varies very little. Okay, this is the overall unemployment rate. So the gap between here and here is cyclical unemployment. Okay, so if you've taken statistics, this is really more of a trend line. Okay, and the strong variations is cyclical unemployment. Okay, so I will take a break there.